Protein overload in hair care, how to strengthen without straining your strands. Introduction. When it comes to hair health, protein is often praised as a must-have for strong, resilient strands, and rightly so. Our hair is primarily composed of keratin, a type of protein that helps maintain structure, reduce breakage, and support growth. But as with all things in wellness, balance is key. Too much of a good thing, especially in the form of topical treatments, can actually lead to the opposite of what's intended. This condition, known as protein overload, is becoming increasingly recognized in the hair care world. It occurs when hair receives more protein than it can handle, leading to dryness, stiffness, and breakage. Understanding the signs, causes, and how to restore balance is essential for anyone aiming to care for their hair holistically, whether you're transitioning to natural textures, growing out damage, or simply trying to maintain healthy strands. In this article, we'll explore what protein overload is, who is most susceptible, how to prevent it, and the role of moisture in creating a sustainable and supportive hair care routine. What is protein overload? Protein overload happens when too many protein-rich products are applied to the hair without enough hydration to balance them. The result? Hair that feels stiff, straw-like, and increasingly brittle over time. The problem isn't the protein itself. Protein is vital for repairing damage, filling in weak areas, and reinforcing the hair shaft. The issue arises when protein becomes dominant in your routine, especially if your hair type doesn't require frequent strengthening. When protein coats the hair shaft without proper moisture, it leads to a hardened exterior that loses elasticity. Elasticity is what allows your hair to bend, stretch, and bounce back without snapping. Without it, even simple tasks like detangling or tying hair back can result in excessive breakage. Who is most at risk? Understanding hair porosity and environment. Hair care isn't one size fits all, and one of the most critical factors in determining how much protein your hair needs is porosity. Porosity refers to how well your hair absorbs and retains moisture. Individuals with low porosity hair, hair that has tightly closed cuticles, are especially prone to protein buildup. Because the hair shaft doesn't easily let in or release products, proteins tend to sit on the surface, hardening over time and contributing to that stiff, crunchy texture. Those with high porosity hair, often due to heat damage, chemical treatments, or genetics, may benefit from protein more often, but still require balance. Even porous hair can experience overload if protein is used without moisture replenishment. Environmental factors also play a role. In dry or cold climates, where hair naturally loses moisture more rapidly, protein overload is more likely if hydrating products are not used in tandem. Frequent exposure to sun, wind, or hard water may also shift the balance, making flexibility and moisture essential. Recognizing the signs. Is it protein overload or something else? The symptoms of protein overload can sometimes be confused with general dryness or damage, but there are specific indicators to look for. Hair feels stiff, hard, or straw-like even after conditioning. Increased breakage or snapping, especially when detangling. Dullness and lack of shine or movement. Hair doesn't respond to moisture. Deep conditioners don't seem to work. A rough, almost plastic texture, particularly when wet. If these signs appear after using protein-rich masks, shampoos, or leave-ins, your hair may be telling you it needs a moisture reset. Protein versus moisture. Why balance matters. Healthy hair thrives when protein and moisture work together. Think of protein as the structure and moisture as the flexibility. Protein rebuilds the hair shaft and fills in damaged spots, while moisture ensures the hair remains supple and can bend without breaking. Without this balance, the very treatments meant to protect can backfire. Here's how to foster harmony. Alternate treatments. If you use a protein treatment one week, follow up with a deep moisturizing conditioner the next. Look at ingredients. Products labeled as strengthening, fortifying, or repairing often contain protein. Rotate them with hydrating formulas that include ingredients like aloe vera, glycerin, or panthenol. Don't overuse. Weekly or bi-weekly protein treatments are usually sufficient unless you're recovering from significant damage. Daily use of protein-based leave-ins can accumulate quickly. Use light protein. For maintenance, products with hydrolyzed proteins can offer subtle reinforcement without overwhelming the hair. Seeking personalized hair care support. Because every head of hair is unique, affected by genetics, styling habits, environment, and health, it can be invaluable to consult with a professional hairstylist, especially one familiar with your hair texture and goals. A stylist can assess whether your current routine leans too heavily on protein, recommend moisture-rich products suitable for your climate and lifestyle, guide you through recovery if protein overload has already occurred, help you build a rotation system that adapts to your hair's evolving needs. This is especially helpful during seasonal transitions, hormonal changes, or when changing hair color or texture. How to recover from protein overload. If you suspect your hair is suffering from protein overload, don't panic. It's reversible with patience and the right approach. Stop all protein treatments temporarily. Read labels carefully. Avoid products with keratin, collagen, silk amino acids, and wheat protein until your hair softens again. Switch to moisturizing products. Focus on deep conditioners, leave-in moisturizers, and hydrating oils like argan or jojoba. Clarify gently. A mild, clarifying shampoo can help remove buildup without stripping the scalp. Hydrate with care. Use a steamer or apply deep conditioners under heat to help moisture penetrate, especially for low-porosity hair. Protect and rest. Minimize heat styling, tight hairstyles, and chemical treatments during the recovery period. Recovery may take a few washes to a few weeks, depending on how saturated your hair has become with protein. Conclusion. Protein overload is a subtle yet significant disruptor in modern hair care routines. While protein is vital for strength and repair, too much, especially without adequate moisture, can leave hair dry, rigid, and prone to breakage. Understanding your hair's porosity, lifestyle needs, and product ingredients is key to achieving balance. By alternating protein treatments with deep hydration and seeking advice when needed, you can support your hair in becoming not just strong, but also soft, flexible, and vibrant. Hair care isn't about doing more. It's about doing what's right for you.